Ciao Tesla people, today I wanted to do a video of the 20,000 kilometers review for my Model Y performance, and precisely we are at 20,410 kilometers. Total energy consumed is about 3.8 megawatt hour, and the average energy consumed is 186 watt hour per kilometer. Now this was 189, I think, or 88, something like that, previously, and it's a bit going down. And one of the reasons is because I installed the HaloBLK version 2, the HALODISC version 2 from HaloBLK, and basically are wheel covers that they cover the entire wheel. And I'm going to post a video of the installation very soon. And they're working really great because, for example, right now, since the last charge, I did 175 kilometers, consumed 26 kilowatt hours, and the average energy consumed is 149 watt hour per kilometers. So it's pretty below this average. And for example, the last 21 kilometers, I spend 75 watt hour per kilometers. That's really, really good. So, and my assumption is that this wheel cover are helping a lot. Now, for 20,410 kilometers review, so I don't have any major issue with the car. I had two issues. One was when I picked up the car, there was a dent in the outside trim. Aluminum, the black trim, and they replaced it after 2 weeks. Not sure what happened, maybe in shipping or somebody bumped on it. So I don't know. They fixed it, no cost, and everything okay. And that was actually my first time I had to deal with Tesla service. It was pretty cool. A bit odd because you go through the mobile app. Only with the mobile app, there are no other type of contact, email or phone number, phone calls and stuff, at least in that occasion. And the other issue, this past fall, so the car has just about almost 2 years, because I got it on April 2023, so in another month it's 2 years. So the other issue was while I was moving very slowly from a stop, I would hear a sound in the back, a rolling sound, okay? And it happened only when it was very, very slow, when I moved very, very slow. So I contacted Tesla, made an appointment. I think it was after 2 weeks, I went in, and the fix was something to do with the braking pads, and then they fixed something in the front too, and this was a known issue. It was not on a recall list or something, but Tesla knew that there was this kind of issue, so they knew where to look for and how to fix it and replace. I think it was something to do with the braking pads, just disaligning a bit. They told me it wasn't dangerous at all. Just it was like a rubber thing around the braking system and something. They didn't explain it much, but you know, they knew how to fix it, what to fix it. So, and it took me the entire morning, even though the fix was probably maybe an hour, but they fixed something else in the front. I think they go through a list of things that they need to fix, and if they're, you know, if you go there for something, they will fix something else. Cost zero. Everything through the app. I actually made a video about that, so you can check it out. I post all the screenshots of the app. And that too is it's like you don't have something, you don't have an interaction with the person directly, at least right away. It's just through the phone app. They tell you, yeah, we got the car, we are fixing it, and how long it will take, and so on. So Yeah, it was pretty straightforward. They fixed it, and everything was all right. So those are the two only issue that I had. I didn't have any other issue with the car. The car is great. What I did, if you saw my videos, I installed lots of accessories to protect the car. For example, the mats, cover here, and cover here and stuff on the sides there to cover the pocket here on the side, in the back too over there. I have this cushion, and I have things to protect the trunk and the frunk. I installed some PPF on the lights, front lights and back lights. Most of the accessories are for protecting the car interior and exterior. And I have no complaint about the car. The car is great. And of course, the software update, the OTA software update are great because you get updates all the time. And in the past year, were like almost twice a month, something like that. They activate new features. For example, the matrix lights were activated even though I had the car, were not on the feature, and they updated the software and they activate that hardware features. Okay, so pretty cool. Navigation is pretty okay. Lately they add that you can start the battery preheating even for third parties chargers. Here in Italy we have lots of third-party chargers, mostly in Europe too, and so some of them, they're not listed in the navigation, and so if you go to a third party, you couldn't preheat the battery before you get to the charger. So the trick was, for example, if I knew I had to go to a charger, a third-party charger, it's not a supercharger, I would just put the location of a supercharger, it will preheat, and then I'll get there. You could use this trick. Now they're listed, so you can select and it will preheat the battery, which is a great thing. Right now it's raining like cats and dogs. We have a flooding warning in Florence. I'm not sure how severe is that. I received 3 phone calls today, so for the flooding warning. Hopefully nothing bad happens. What else? So the only thing that you need to, I updated I changed the air filters. So the air filters down there for the cabin, I added HEPA filters there, which Model Y doesn't have an HEPA filter there, but it has in the bioweapon system, filtering system in the front. This car has 6 different filters. So I changed the front ones in the trunk, and then I changed the 2 there. And I got it from, I think, Yazlak. And I made 2 videos how to change it. So check it out. So all the filters now HEPA filters. Here in Florence it's pretty polluted the air, so I'm pretty happy to have that changed. And then the other thing that I need to do regularly is to add water to the washer fluid. That's it. No other maintenance. Wheels are still good. I have 20K, maybe another 10, 15K, 20K, something like that. I use Autopilot when I go on a highway. It saved me twice. Both times on a 3-way highway, 3-lane highway, I had a 18-wheel on the right side, and one time the 18-wheel on the side came towards me, and the Autopilot just shifted towards the left and then put me back on the right. That was interesting because if you do it by yourself, at that situation I wouldn't have time to see if there was somebody beside me. I was in the middle lane. So with the 8 cameras, the car knows that there was nobody, and so it was safe to go to the other lane almost. That was interesting. The other time, instead, I was driving, I was still in the middle lane, and I was not on a high autopilot, and the 18 wheel was beside me, both times with the 18 wheel, I'm not sure why, but I was closer to the cabin. The previous one was almost in the middle, to the cabin, and I saw it shifting, it was very close, and I pushed the gas, I pushed the accelerator, or gas, whatever, and the car just, you know, I have a Model Y Performance, so I used the Performance in that time, and it was super quick, and I avoid, I think, a possible collision. So I'm pretty happy about the choice of picking up the Performance. I know my driving experience, sometimes the performance of the car might save you from accidents or some dangerous situation. That time was one of those times, so I'm pretty happy about that. The Autopilot was really interesting, very good. We don't have FSD in Europe yet, so I can comment on that. I saw several videos of people testing FSD. It looks pretty cool. I'm not sure how it's going to work here in Europe, since we have a European regulation, then each country has its own. So it will take a long time before it will get permission to use FSD in Europe. I know Switzerland, which is not part of the EU, will permit FSD. So that's another story. So the car is great. The white seats, I cleaned them, and they're still pretty good. No major issues. Usually when I travel on the highway, we are 4 people fully loaded, and the car is just great. It doesn't. It's not a problem. That's what I think. Charging is good. Unfortunately, here in Italy, charging is becoming very expensive. Superchargers are 0.46 euros per kilowatt hour during a majority of the hours, and then 0.53, 55, I don't remember, in a few hours in the afternoon. I think under 4:30 or after 4:30 or something like that. But the third-party chargers are, if you buy a plan, it's cheaper, around 0.50, 55, maybe 60. Otherwise, it's much higher, the price. Probably 0.70, 0.80, even 0.90 euros per kilowatt hour. So it's really bad, the situation. Unfortunately, Italy is charging is expensive, so it's better to charge at home. Unfortunately, where I'm staying, where I live here, the condo doesn't, I'm still discussing about charging a charging station stuff. Just a freaking pain. Instead, in the place where I go usually on vacation or to travel, I have my garage, and so I have no problem. I just plug the Tesla charger, leave at night, and that's it. So no major issue. The car is doing great. Kilometer wise, actually consumption wise of energy is getting reduced, which I'm happy with it. The HaloBLK version, the HaloBLK HALODISC version 2 from HaloBLK looks like they're working pretty good. I'm going to post a video of the installation so you can check it out. And now it's raining. I'm going home because it's going to rain even more. Anyway, if you're buying a Tesla, please use my referral. It will help me a lot. And please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, share it, and I'll see you on next video. Ciao Tesla people.